Going to get everything up and running in just a moment here. It looks like we are live streaming and recording. Make sure you follow us, dtitrader.com/telegram, and of course, dtitrader.com/YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. Tom, the first thing we have to do here is we got to click over to our next slide because we're talking about markets. Got to give the risk disclaimer. There is a very high degree of risk involved in trading. You and you alone are responsible for every decision you make in the market, those you do and those you don't. Consider the risk in all situations, and past performance is not indicative of future results. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Busby.
That and folks, we're at a turning point in the market. I believe tonight is the end of the 3 days, and because we're at the end of the 3 days, there's a couple things we know. We know that the S&P itself is got a high of 69.11, and tonight we're about 68.91, which is a pretty good start on trying to challenge that for day number 4. The QQQ, which is something I really watch, has a high at 613.88. It's at 612.76. The SPY has a 3-day high of 688.62. Those are numbers I'd be focused on as we get up in the morning, have that first cup of coffee, and get ready to try to make some money. Today, we came out of the garage. We put on a couple good trades. Palantir, we put that on, and NVIDIA, we put that on. 2 good trades right there that we think that we end up making you money. And so that starts what I would say as we go into this month, trying to figure out how to grow the number of successful trades we've had in the past. The nice thing is, as I said this morning, I thought that the market is assuming what I would call a new normal, meaning that if you use what we put together, follow it, and be very smart in the deployment of your capital, you're going to have a great March. And that's my wish for you. I know that I want to have a good month, so I'm going to be disciplined in what I do. The first few days of the month are a little slow from the standpoint of trading. We do this every month, but you don't get the track record we have with being wild and crazy. We're very smart. I guess the highlight that I would say for the first 3 days was our pocket puts. Based on what people told me, they made anywhere from 30 to 50% on those. And that strategy has been implemented over the last few years at these times that you feel and I feel that we're on a little quicksand, if that makes any sense. I also gave you some stats this year that showed that regardless of what the market does during this time period, it will, based on the past, and that's as good a reference as any, will end up higher by the end of the year. So that's good to know. I think some opportunities are created in silver and gold. I think some opportunities are created in bonds. I think that crude oil is something we got to watch. The number there above 78 would throw the market into turmoil again. So keep that in mind. 78 is that number. Tonight, bonds, or not bonds, but crude oil is moving a little bit higher. And there's been news out of the conflict that the Kurds have started a ground attack on behalf of the Allies, which I think that's interesting. So pretty interesting how everything's playing out right now. I will tell you that stocks that I get excited about right now, I already told you about NVIDIA. I already told you about Palantir's back in play. I think another stock is Micron. It's looked good even in this period of turmoil. QQQ is there. I think the SPY is there. Everything's in place. I think the Mag 7 even has a bid as we go through the first few days. Now, I know that it gets tough sometimes because you want to trade, you want to invest, and all that, but sometimes you're better off using that phrase that I use all the time: patience will pay. I was talking to one of my students today. He was so glad last week I told him to circle the wagons along with everybody else that would listen, and what a position to be in coming out of March this way. So I'm pretty excited. Let's just take it day by day as we build upon what we do. Now, as Chuck said, past performance is not indicative of future risk. Tonight's session is something that we worked on for many years, and I think there's no better analysis is what we're going to talk about. A little background for all the new people here, and I'm a former Air Force officer. I've been an active trader for many years, seen a lot of ups and a lot of downs, made a lot of mistakes, but I will share what I call the insights that I've learned over the years if you hang around and listen throughout the month of March. I have 3 books: Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. I worked with students since 1996, and I think that what people tell me, they come, they stay, and they never leave. I've got people, a long history of people been with me many years, okay? And there's just a lot of things that we'll do. I'll try to, at the end of the slides, answer any questions anybody has. If you'll bear with me, let me get through my slides, and I'll be glad to answer that. I know that might have a few, so let's go. In my opinion, going higher. I know I said that in a lot of words, didn't I? All right, here's where we stand coming into March for the year. If you'll notice that the Dow is still positive. DAX is a little weak. Gold is still positive. Crude is up tremendously since the first of the year. Started at 57, up here at 75, 76. And bonds are over 1% higher. My 10 targets for the week, these have played out pretty good for people. If you look at it, I would say that these are very viable starting tonight for the rest of the week. Now, traders should embrace technology. One thing I noticed over my career, people that would not embrace the technology improvements from the time I started in this business to now, they were left behind. They were playing with the odds against them. We've been at the forefront of creating and using technology. I think it's what makes our approach so viable for people that are moving forward. Yeah, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we've been doing it for years. Our goal is to put the odds in our favor anytime we play. Our first inroad into taking what's in my head, 40 years of trading, all this experience, and digesting to make it simple, readable, and understandable was Genesis. Now, a little history on Genesis. You got to know this. There's a time during the day. You set your watch by 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock during the day, this is the first time in the entire world that America is controlling the action on the board. This is when you really get a true reading of what's trending and not. So you got to pay attention. There's a lot of work to do that, though. It would take you hours, a lot of experience to do all that. But what I've been able to do through the technology is group it, roll it up in a ball, and spit out the answer. The answer to that question that plagues everyone, whether to be long, whether to be short, or whether to be out. It's the only algo I know that isolates the stocks breaking out during the most powerful trading hour of the day. Nobody's got this. So if you're trading without it, oh, no. Don't do that. This is something you need to know. You need to see the analysis of it. It generates the alerts. for everything you need to know on the go every day, consistently, straightforwardly, and it sets it up where you can take advantage and grow your account. I get the entry price, the profit target, the stop loss. When the information's there for selecting the options and all the information you need to grow your account. That's why you're here, right? Give me a yes if you're here trying to learn the most efficient way to take your money over here in your account, put it into the market, and take it out of the market when the odds are in your favor. This is it. Genesis is it. Right in the palm of your hand, if you're not in front of a machine. That's the beautiful thing about it. You get the information in a digestible form this time of day. Now, there's a lot of stocks that have flagged because of what Genesis does. Let me walk you through how the membership's going to work. Every day, Genesis will scan through all the stocks. 5, know we trade it. QQQ, IWM, gold, USO's hot right now. That one trade on USO would make your day. When it flags one of these tickers breaking out during the Genesis hour, it caught it. Here we go. You immediately hear that ding in your pocket as the alert hits your cell phone or computer telling you it's set up. Read. Each trade with the ticker, entry price, stop loss, profit target, details all included. So you can basically set your profit, set your loss point, and forget it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that simple to read? Tells you the options, where to get out, and where you're wrong. Everything you need to target would be your next great win. These gains are not unusual. I would say they're a matter of course. What do you need to know? Let me test it. What time of day do you need to look at Genesis? Give me a time answer right here. What time of day do you need to look? That's right, noon. Stomach gets a little hungry, it's time to eat. It's also time to look at Genesis. Set up 1, 2, 3 sets these Genesis trade alerts. They show up in your Telegram channel. You have private access to, no delay getting it. It's doing the math around the clock to give you the details. No download required. All you have to do is get into that Telegram channel. Now, I've done some master classes that are outstanding on teaching you the ins and outs of using it. That recorded version will be in the memory area after you get signed up. You expect to average 2 to 5 alerts on days to choose from. There's no shortage of opportunity. Now look, if you want to trade the underlying stock with these Genesis, I have people that trade the stock all the time. That's okay. But if you want to use options and have leverage returns, use options. If you're new to options, that's good because we have a course to teach you how to do it. The basic form of options possible. Market goes up, you buy call options. Find these Genesis trades is no harder than shooting a layup. For those of you who want to dig a little deeper in options, other unique ways to leverage these alerts to target great returns, we have Option Bootcamp 101. This video series took us about 6 months to build. You'll learn how to leverage these trades for maximum returns. We want to take it to a different level, but it's all about growing income for your account. Plus, my personal method for selection high-powered weekly options that are low in price. I love low price options. Who likes low price options? This is you're at the right spot. You type a yes in the chat room. I like low price options. That way, members who join today are equipped to hit the ground running right out of the gate, like a 92-cent option that you buy on this day, October 11th. What happened? 107% gain. That means it doubled, folks. Doubled off Genesis, the spot. Or how about Genesis entry on IWM back on September 12th? 84 cents this day. Bang. Almost 3 times your money. Just getting your attention, it should get it. This is the power of having Genesis work for you. Let's say you put $2,500 in each of those trades. You can do that. $9,325 in cash over 2 days. I mean, your VIP coaching programs here are about 10. So I think the price tag would be more than fair considering there's nothing else quite like Genesis out there. You don't have to. It's not going to be 10,000. The amazing deal you get tonight is the lowest price we've ever offered Genesis if you're one of the first people through the door. Before we open that door, here's what really gets me jazzed up about Smart Algo so far. 83, 115, 160 in a couple days. Now, I said something very important to start. The market is going to start trending, even with the Iran conflict. Genesis is going to be your key for growing your account this time, this place, every day. It also lets us know when it's time to go the other way. It breaks down. In other words, there's aggressive selling happening then. Overseas markets have closed and down we go. Not only do these downside trades offer a warning for such other investments, it's a clear-cut path target, even bigger moves to the downside. You get the entry, profit target, and stop loss. Everything you need to take advantage of it. Now, let me be clear. These downside trades have the same profit potential as the upside ones. Now, some of the biggest opportunities from the study would have been downside moves. For example, consider the 3-day market crash last July. Each one would have been a home run trade. 168%, add the money. 283, add the money. 324, add the money. 2000 turned into 8480 almost overnight on that day. And that was just one of the 3 downside trades that hit that week. With Genesis downside alert on, good to know, isn't it? It would set the price about $42.95 per year. If you go look at the website, that's what it sells for. Online, the people that's not here tonight, you get a special. A few extra surprises are going to shock you. Bonus number 1. 500 times 5 is 2,500. Take it off the sticker price 5 times per day, gives you a discount down to $17.95, but I'm not done yet. Listen up. That's complete access for Genesis. If it goes as planned, the entire membership could be paid in less than a week, using minimum dollars, but that's nothing compared to the price we got tonight. Prim subscribed last Friday, already recovered his capital plus $1,000 extra. I want everybody to send me a love letter like that. Pretty cool. Whitney made hers plus about 5. Genesis Algo, all covered, no time, straight ready to go as early as tomorrow. So here's what we're going to do. Half off tonight. That's right, half off. Take it while it lasts for the action takers that take it, no brainer. We're cutting a heavily discounted price into half. You have it, $8.97 right now. Take it if you want it. First 100 of you that take it through the door, you get it, and take action in the room, have support they need to get going. Here's what you do. You sign up, step number 1. Step number 2, you go to the one-click service, read about the master classes, watch those. By 12 o'clock tomorrow, you're ready to take advantage. You don't have to wait a long time. Only $8.97 for instant access. The deal has been cut. You don't want to miss out on this price. We're going to open it up for 100 people. They'll take it away. It's up to the team if we want to keep it live a little bit longer, but I doubt it. If you're ready to be one of the new members, get signed up. Click the link in the chat and get signed up now. DTItrader.com/Genesis. And somebody posts that into the chat room, DTItrader.com/Genesis, where they can click it and go. There it is. Speak it happen. 904-706-3532. If you got any questions, don't miss the next signal. 904-706-3532. Folks, it's straight, it's to the point. No confusion about this. Get started now. You're starting the 1st of March. Have the odds in your favor. Watch the master class. Get in the Telegram channel. Be there tomorrow. Ask any questions before we get ready or finish up train and trade. If you got any after you do all that, we'll be glad to answer. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you, Jennifer, and I appreciate your comment, being a Genesis member. Thank you for being here. Are y'all ready to make some money in the month of March? Give me a yes if you're ready to make some money. Take action, get on board. It's Genesis Day tomorrow, 12 o'clock. All the noise will be gone, and we'll be set and ready. I can't wait. I always like the 4th day of the month. And let me tell you, you know why I like it? The odds just swing drastically in our favor. They go from flipping a coin to about 80%. I can live with that. Can you? That's what's going to happen. I laid it out for you. I hope you got it. It's a no-brainer. Ask Neil. He's got it. He loves it.